Hey, friends, wanted to share a thought I heard on a podcast yesterday, and it really was applicable for these times. I think um, we've endured a lot the last year, especially pandemic, social unrest. The political season was awful, and it continues even today. Is uh, potentially a new trial, impeachment of our past president. Um, Jesus, I've heard people say that Jesus must be coming back soon. It's just that things are so terrible, and in a fearful way, they're predicting Jesus is coming back, or in a judgmental way. Well, Jesus talked about his return at least a couple of times in the Gospels. One of them was in Matthew chapter 24, the other in Luke chapter 21. I'm not going to read both of those passages to you or those chapters, but I wanted to kind of zero in on Luke 21, verses 34 to 36. He says this: Be on guard so that your hearts are not weighed down with the worries of life, and that day close down upon you suddenly like a trap. In other words, his return that day, for it will overtake all who live on the face of the whole earth. But he says, stay alert at all times and listen, praying that you may have strength to escape all these things that must happen and to stand before the Son of Man. Again, if you're like me, you've been seeing and hearing more and more about the return of Jesus. Times like these tend to refocus our attention. Now, nobody knows the exact day or time when he's coming back, certainly not me, and I'm not making any predictions. In fact, we are in the end times, and we have been since Jesus ascended into heaven. But look at a couple of things in the Luke passage where Jesus is discussing his return. First of all, he tells us not to be weighed down with worry, especially about things going on around us. That was the context of what he was talking about. The language here about being weighed down refers to a crushing weight, like a millstone crushing grain. And the worries of life can do this to us, right? Statistics show a huge increase in depression and anxiety over the last few years, especially the last few months. And suicide rates are just astoundingly high. But look, again at the passage, friends, we do have a choice here. We can look around us, see the turmoil, and be crushed, or we can look forward to Jesus' return any day now, but we can look forward to it, and we should. Let's choose wisely. It's our choice. Secondly, Jesus says here to pray for strength. Now, again, in the language that Jesus used, this word strength was not talking about just the ability to prevail, kind of to tough it out, so to speak. Rather, the word he used referred to an overcoming strength, a power to defeat the things that will happen around us and are happening around us. He used the same word when he was talking about the church prevailing against the gates of hell. You remember that? Matthew 16, he said to Peter, on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not overpower it. That kind of strength. So we are to pray for that kind of strength, especially in these times. We're supposed to ask for the ability really to just stand on the throat of our enemy and overcome, not just hang on for dear life. So how are you doing? Uh, are you choosing not to worry? Um, not just hang on for dear life. Are you praying for overcoming strength to prevail, to not just to prevail, but to overcome? There's a difference. So we can do both of these, friends. because we're so very loved. God loves you. He wants you not to worry. He wants you to have overcoming strength. Ask Him for it and receive it. He's ready to give. He loves us that much. Thank you for listening. Tell your friends about our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Uh, Follow us on Facebook, 122 Ministries on Facebook. I posted a prayer list there. I'm going to post this video to our YouTube page too, but there's a prayer list there. Join us on Sunday mornings for our gathering at 9 o'clock. We're meeting on Zoom. Um, I'll put the meeting ID and passcode on the video here for you. So be blessed. You're loved and have a great, great, blessed day. Thank you. Bye bye.